Hello everyone, I welcome to you in the Apparel or Garments Computer Aided Design classes. In this tutorial, we will learn about the designs of the very important styles of the garments, that is the slim fit pants design. There are the following essential patterns the slim fit pants. Let me explain you. So these are the as follows in a sequential form: as a front part, zip flyer and it's facing, bottom zipper stands with the mirrored facing, side pocket upper facing, side pocket lower facing, side pocket cavity, back parts, the back part patch pockets, waistband, belt holding. So these are the essential patterns of the target designs. I will apply the very innovative and easiest method to accomplish these tricky styles of the garment. According to the given measurement charts, I will proceed the design, so please consider the measurement by pausing video. So you can see, let me start. First of all, you have to see the pants measurement charts with carefully. All the formulas you have to consider it again and again until you will fully familiar about this measurement. Next step is we have to open the pattern design software, and now we will start the working on this styles. So first of all, we have to go to the create menu and rectangle tools. You have to left click over there, and now you have to come to the user input menu and you have to select the value and you have to left click over here. Now you have to go to the measurement charts and you can see what is the full length of your garments. It is the 105 centimeter and maximum width should be 50 centimeter. So now what we have to do, we have to enter the length of the outline 105 and the width of the garment as a 50 centimeter and hit the enter button and give the name of styles as a slim fit garments pant and hit the enter button. Now right click and then open. Now this the outline of this comments has been drafted. After that, next very important procedures is that we have to position some important lines of the draft. These are as follows: waistline, hip line, crotch line, thigh line, knee line, ankle line and hem line. So we must have to draft all this line and then we have to proceed the next steps. So for this process, we have to go to the offset menu and we have to left click over here, right click and then OK. Again left click. Now we have to go to the measurement charts, and now we can see waist to hip vertical position. Hip position is 20 centimeter. So now we have to come to the measurement charts and -20 we have to enter over here and hit that. Again we have to go to the measurement chart, waist to crotch. What is the crotch positions? So 22.54 centimeter. So we have to come here, left click, right click and then OK. Now we have to enter here -22.54 and hit that. Again we have to go to the measurement charts, crotch to thigh line. It is 7.62 centimeter. So we have to left click over here, -7.62 centimeter and then hit the enter button. Again we have to go to the measurement charts and waist to knee 50 centimeter and waist to ankle is 95 centimeter. So let me proceed for that. You have to come left click, right click and we have to enter here waist to knee 50 minus, you must have to enter and hit the enter button. Again we have to proceed for the process of ankle position, ankle line. So minus 95 and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now these are the outlines of the draft has been positioned, all these lines. Now we have to give the name as a, here you have to left click, right click and then OK. Now give the name as a hip line. And rotate, you have to activate the value and change the default size as a 1 and OK. So hip line has been drafted. Similarly you have to left click, right click and then OK and give the name as a crotch, CROTCHLINE line. Default size will be 1 and go to the rotate menu and we have to rotate it like this. After rotate we have to move it and then again rotate till the proper positions we will get. Now again we have to come for the high line. We have to left click, right click and then OK and we have to enter THIGH high line. Default position will be 1, size, rotate and we have to rotate it like this and move over here and then OK. Now we have to come to this position, knee line. We have to put here knee line and we have to change the size and then rotate like this and move and then OK. Now we have to come to this line. This is called as a knee line, ankle line. So we have to left click, right click and then OK. Now give the name as a ankle line and we have to enter the default size as a 1 and we have to rotate and move and then OK. Now we can see that finally we have given the name all these essential lines as a hip line, crotch line, thigh line, knee line, ankle line, and this one is again hem line. So now what is the next very important process? We have to go to the Modifier Split and we have to go to the measurement charts and what is the half thigh. So first of all we have to go to the hip circumference, divide by 2, half hip divide by 2. So come to the measurement chart, to this hip line, come to this end and release both the click and it done. Now we have to enter here distance 25 and hit the enter button. Now we have to go to the create 2 point perpendicular on line and then we have to come to this end point and deactivate the hole. We have to put the half and then we have to position it over here. Now go to the modifying tools, point line, and we have to select same line and we have to increase it up to the crotch line. Similarly we have to go to the Modifier Split and come to this crotch line end and we have to enter 25 and hit the enter button. Now go to the verify line length and select this crotch line. This is 25 centimeter. So go to the create menu, Modifier Split, and now from here we have to go to the calculator and whatever is this crotch lines 25 centimeter divide by 4 and then OK. So now it has come the crotch curve point. After these things, so what we have to do, we have to go similarly, we have to come to this waist line end and we have to enter 25 and hit the enter button. Again we have to draft the waist circumferential length. So you come to the measurement charts. Waist circumference half is to 45 centimeter. So we have to add is 0.5 centimeter. Come to this measurement charts and we have to come here to this box, go to the calculator and 45 divide by 2, apply, plus 0.5 centimeter as an ease, and then OK. Cancel it. We have to go to the split, and from this direction come to this end box, go to the calculator, and 45 divide by 2, apply. Now we have to add ease 0.5, apply, and then OK. Now we have to go to the 2-point curve and then come to this end line and to this end line. Now we have to give a curve shape, right click, and then OK. Now we go to the verifying tools, line length, and we have to see whatever is line length of this one. So if we will add 25 plus 6.25, it will be 31.25. So 31.25 is the length. So we have to draw a center line of our pant. So for that purpose we have to go to the Modify Split, or we have to go to the Create 2-point perpendicular on line, and now we have to come to this crotch end point, and we have to go to the calculator. 31.25 is the, and divide by 2, and then now we can increase it up to here, and then go to the modify point line, and we have to further increase to right hand side up to the hem. So now we can see that this is the center line of our pants has been drafted. Now what is the very important process is that we have to now we have to take the thigh width, half width of the thigh. So we have to go to the measurement chart, and half width of thigh 29 centimeter is that. So now you have to come to this thigh line. First of all, go to the Create 2-point perpendicular on line, and you have to activate the hole. Now come to this thigh line. First of all, we have to split this area. Go to the Modify Split, and then horizontally to this thigh cross section at the horizontal position. So we have to split. Similarly, we have to come to this next line. This is the knee line cross section. Horizontally, we have to split at this cross section. Again, we have to go to the ankle cross sections. We have to split horizontally at this cross section center point, and then right click, and then OK. Now next step is that we have to go to the Create 2-point perpendicular on line, and now we have to come horizontally to this position thigh line, and now we have to, as we seen in the measurement chart, half thigh is 29 centimeter, and hit the enter button. Similarly, we have to come to this positions. What is the knee, half knee width? So we come to this measurement chart, 21 centimeter is that. Now 21 centimeter we have to enter here, and hit the enter button. Similarly, we have to come to this positions, and now we can see what is the ankle or hem width, half width. So half ankle is 18 centimeter, so we have to enter here on it and hit the enter button, right click, and then OK. Now we can see, now we have to draft the at the corner. We have to go to the 2-point and come to this corner, the activate value and free. Then you have to draft. Now come to the measurement charts. It should be 4 centimeter crotch point to the vertical curve position. Should be 4 centimeter. Go to the Modify point line, and we have to select this line. Go to the value, and we have to enter here 4 and hit the enter button. Now we have to draft the curve of crotch. So we have to go to the 2-point curve. Now we have to join it deactivate the value and we have to join. This line at this position, and now we have to match it like this. Right click and then OK. Now we have to go to the 2-point curve again, and now we have to draw the inner seam stitch. So now we can see that some problem is creating. So first of all, we have to delete this unwanted line. So go to the delete line. So we have to delete this line. Now go to the create 2-point curve, and now we have to join this end point and to this end. After that we have to join over here. Right click and then OK. Now go to the modify curve, and we have to select this line, and we have to come to this position, and we have to increase it up to here. Go to the smooth, and we have to smooth it. We have to draft the side seam curve. For that purpose, again we have to go to the create 2-point curve, and now we have to select this end point and these lines end point, and we have to give a curve shape like this. Now we have to come to this end point and to this end point, and we have to draft like this. Right click and then OK. Now we have to go to the modify point line, and we have to increase this line to this ham position. Up to the ham line we have to increase it over here. Right click and then OK. Now this has been done. Now we have to draft the zipper flare. Go to the create 2-point and come to this end point. Right click. Now we have to enter here 4 centimeter and hit the enter button. Right click and horizontal, and we have to join this line up to hip line. Right click and then OK. Now this zipper flare has also been drafted. Now very important things, we have to draft side pocket, upper lower facing plus pocket cavity. So for that purpose we have to go to the 2-point and come to this end point, and we have to enter here distance of, as per the measurement charts, 4 centimeter and hit the enter button. Similarly we have to come to this end, we have to enter here 15 and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now we have to come to this end point, go to the right click vertical, and we have to join it over here. Click and then OK. Now we have to draft the width of the pockets. So that is 13 centimeter as per the measurement charts. We have to go to the horizontal, and we have to increase it like this. Now very important things is that we have to go to the Modifier Split, and we have to zoom in it this area, and we have to split over here and zoom out it. Now we have to go to the point line, and we have to select this line and go to the activate the value and hit enter the distance of 21 centimeter as a cavity of the pocket and hit the enter button. Now we have to go to the create 2-point curve, and from this end deactivate the value, and now we have to come to this end point, and we have to give the shape like this of the pocket cavity. Now go to the offset, we have to draft the placing of the pocket, activate the value and enter here 4 centimeter, hit the enter button. Right click and then OK, go modify point line. So we have to join this line up to this waist, and this one up to here at this cross section. Right click and then OK. Now the facing of the pockets has also been drafted. Now let me eliminate the final pattern of the slim fit pants front final pattern. So for that purpose we have to go to the create, trace, and we have to trace the outline in a clockwise direction. So front is from here, and now we have to join it over here. Right click and then OK. Again we have to draft this fan and this facing. Right click and then OK. Now we can see this is the front parts of our slim fit pants has been drafted. We'll give the name as a front part and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Go modify and delete annotations. We have to unwanted annotation is this. All we have to delete. Right click and then OK. Now give the name, go to the create annotation and give the name of this piece as a front part and enter how much piece you want cut to. Default size will be changed as a 1 and then OK. Now we have to apply the seam allowances to this pattern. So for that purpose go to the advanced menu, define seam, and we have to select all the lines wherever we want seam allowances. And now we have to right click 1.5 centimeter as a seam allowances. Right click and then OK. Now the seam allowances has also been applied to this pattern. Now we have to draft the side front face, pocket face. Go to the create menu and trace, and we have to trace the outline of this side pocket upper facing in a clockwise direction. Now we have to come over here, give the name as a side pocket upper facing in a short form and OK. Right click and then OK. Go to the modify, delete annotations, and we have to delete all these unwanted annotations. After that we have to go to the create annotations and give the name of this piece side pocket front, side pocket upper facing, and the fold size will be changed as a 1 and then OK. So now we have to apply the seam allowances to this pattern. Go to the advanced menu, define seam, and we have to select all this line and we have to enter 1.5. Cancel it. Define seam. We have to select all these lines 1.5 and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now this is the side pockets upper facing. Now we have to draft the side pockets lower facing. Go to the create, trace, and trace this line in a clockwise direction. Should not be any mistake regarding this tracing. Now we have to give the name as a side pocket lower facing and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now you have to go to the modify, delete annotation, and we have to select all these annotation whatever is unwanted and delete it. Now go again, create annotation and give the name of this piece as a side pocket lower facing, and default size will be 1 and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now we have to see that now we have to draft the pocket cavity patterns. So we have to go trace and we have to select this pocket cavity in a clockwise direction. Now this pocket cavity has also been drafted. Give the name as a side pocket cavity and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Go to the modify, delete annotation, and whatever all these unwanted annotation we have to delete it. Now we have to give the seam allowances to this pattern. Go to the advanced, define seam, and you have to select this line and give 1.5 and hit the enter button. Right click and then go to the create annotation and give the name as a side pocket cavity, and default will be 1. So now all the patterns related to this side pockets has been drafted. Now we have to draft the back parts. That is the very important task. For that purpose, first of all, we have to go to this point and go to the Modify Split, and now we have to split vertically at this cross section. After splitting this one, we have to go to the Modify Split and select this end point and enter 50% and hit the enter button. Now what is the next things? Whatever is this length 6.25, we have to increase it over. Create 2 point perpendicular on line. We have to deactivate the hole and value. We have to enter 6.25 and hit that. Right click and then OK. Now this one also has been drafted. Now we have to draft the back crotch point. So for that purpose, we have to go to the Modify Split. Now it should be 2 inches or 5.08 centimeter and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Now we have to go point line and we have to select this line. This also should be 5.08 and hit the enter button. Now we have to go to the create 2 point perpendicular on line, come to this end point and minus 0.5 and hit the enter button. Now we are ready to draft the back crotch curve. So now we have to deactivate the value and we have to join this line and this. Like this we have to draft, right click and then OK. Now very important things is that we have to go 2 point and we have to come to this end, right click and vertical. We have to draw this point line. Now we have to go 2 point and come to this point and we have to join this line over here, right click and then OK. According to measurement charts, we have to draft the 1/4 of the waist circumference length over here. So that is we have to go to the modify point line and we have to select this line first of all and deactivate the cursor and go to the calculator. It was 45 divided by 2 as we see in the measurement charts. Apply plus 0.5 centimeter is and then OK. Now OK. So now we can see this line has been. Go to the verify line length and you can check 23 centimeter is this. Modify and rotate. Select this line and select the rotation point and deactivate the value, and now you have to zoom in it and you can draft the line at this point. Right click and then OK. Now we can zoom in it first of all and go to the modify split and we have to split at this exact position to this line. Now we have to go verify line length and we have to check this 1.8 centimeter is over here. Now we have to increase this side seam line go to the create and copy and we have to select this line. Right click and then OK, left click, right click and then OK again. Activate the value 2.54 centimeter. but we have to enter minus also and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Similarly, we have to select this inner side seam line, and then we have to go to the copy and we have to select this line, left, right and then OK, and same 2.54, but not minus, positive, and then OK. It has been drafted. Now we have to recorrect this line. We have to go to the modify single point. We have to select the single point and we have to zoom in it full, and we have to cross at this position. Now we have to select this one and this one point also, and we have to correct it in a proper way. After making correction, we have to go smooth and we have to smooth it properly. Right click and then OK. Similarly, we have to come to this point. We have to go single point. We have to select this line and we have to cross this line at this point. After making cross at this point, we have to select this line also, and we have to reposition it in a proper way. Okay, now it has been drafted. Right click and then OK. Now we are ready to eliminate the final pattern of the back part. So go to the create menu, trace. Now we have to trace this piece in a clockwise direction. Carefully, right click and then OK. Now this is the back part. Give the name as a back. Part and hit the enter button. Right click and then OK. Modify delete annotations, and we have to delete all the unwanted annotation. Now we have to go to the create annotations and give the name as a back part. Enter button, cut 2 pieces. Default size should be 1 and then OK. Now we have to enter the seam allowances, and back patch pocket patterns should also be drafted. Create 2 point perpendicular on line and come to this end. Here we have to enter 50% and hit the enter button. Activate the value -5 and hit the enter button. Again we have to come to this point and activate the hole. Enter here 14, hit the enter button. Again we have to come to this end point, -15, hit the enter button. So first of all, you have to deactivate the hole. Now come to this end point, -15 and hit the enter button. Similarly, we have to select this point, -15 and hit enter button. Go to the 2 point, and now we have to deactivate the value and we have to join it over here. Offset, and now we have to activate the value and 1.5 centimeter and then OK. Now go to the 2 point and come to this end point. Here enter 50% and hit the enter button. Deactivate the value and join this line in the same way. We have to select this line end, and at this corner we have to join. Go to the modify, delete line, whatever is unwanted line we have to delete it. So these are our pockets positions. Now let me create the patch pocket. So select this outline in a clockwise direction, and this is your patch pocket. back patch pocket and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Go to the modify, delete annotations, and we have to delete this unwanted annotation. Go to the create annotation, give the name back patch. So we can give the short form back patch pocket. Default size will be 1. Hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now we have to apply the seam allowances to this pattern. Go to the define seam and we have to select all these lines in a clockwise direction, and then we have to enter here 1.5 and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now our back parts with patch pockets has also been completely drafted. Now next very important point is that we have to draft the waistband. Go to the create rectangle, deactivate the cursor, left click to the work area, come to the measurement charts, and half waist circumference 45 centimeter, so length 45 and width should be 4 centimeter, and hit the enter button. Give the name as a waist band and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Now this is our waistband. We have to apply the seam allowances to this waistband. Go to the advanced, define seam. Okay, 1.5 centimeter as a seam allowances to this waistline, and right click and then OK. Now you have to go to the create annotation, give the name waistband, change the default size as a 1 and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. So this your waistband has also been completely designed. We can mirror this piece. Go to the modify mirror and we have to mirror at this position. So now I hope that all the patterns, now we have to draft the flare, bottom flare facing. So for that purpose we have to come to this point and we have to draft the flare facing pattern. Go to the create, trace, and we have to trace this line. So this is our flare, upper flare facing, upper flare facing, right click and then OK. Now we have to go modify, delete annotations. So we have to select all these unwanted annotation and we have to delete it. Now we have to come to this point. This is, you go to the create annotation and give the name as a upper flare facing, default size 1 and hit the enter button. Now go to the advanced tool, define seam, and we have to enter here seam as a 1.5 centimeter and hit the enter button and then OK. So upper flare facing has also been drafted over here. Now a very important part, we have to draft the bottom flare facing. So for that purpose we have to go create, trace, and then we have to select this line and this line and this line. So this is our bottom flare facing of the zipper stand. Bottom flare facing and hit the enter button, right click and then OK. Go to the modify point line annotations. We have to delete all these unwanted annotations. Go to the create menu, annotation, give the name as a bottom flare facing mirrored and go to the default one and hit the enter button, right click and then now we have to go to the advanced, define seam, and we have to define the seam allowances to this pattern, 1.5 centimeter, and hit the enter button. And this one is the mirror. So I hope that all the patterns of the slim fit pants has been completely drafted in this class. I hope this class will be very much helpful for you. Thank you.